Hello, this is Bwana from Bwana.tv, and today I'm going to talk a little bit about the iPhone as well as the iPod Touch. Today, Apple released two brand new models for us to talk about and gawk over. They introduced a higher capacity model for the iPhone, which is going to be 16 gigabytes instead of the maximum of 8 gigabytes. And prior to this announcement, 8 gigabytes was the maximum you could get for $399. They've introduced a new model today, 16 gigabyte model for $499 to give you 8 more gigabytes or double the capacity of what you previously had on your iPhone. Also, iPod Touch users, if you've been holding out to get a larger capacity one, you thought 16 gigabytes wasn't enough, Apple has released also a new iPod Touch model, also for $499, but this guy contains 32 gigabytes of data. I was going to say 400 gigabytes of data on my iPod Touch. No, that's not going to happen. 32 gigabytes of data on your iPod Touch now. And it's going to be bundled with the brand new apps. They're not going to charge you guys $20 for the new purchasers. But if you've been holding out on the iPod Touch, it might be a good time to look at getting one now. 32 gigabytes is a lot of size. As well as if you felt 8 gigabytes wasn't enough for you for the iPhone, you can look at the 16 gigabyte iPhone. Now personally, I've been managing my library pretty well. I use a lot of smart playlists, and I always have interchanging libraries and just smart playlists, constantly updating my iPhone with new and fresh songs and media. So I've been managing 8 gigabytes pretty well. I always have a lot of space free, even with 2 or 3 movies on it. But if you find yourself wanting a lot of movies and not a lot of music, you might find 8 gigabyte fills up too fast. So you may want to look at upgrading to the 16 gigabyte model. And these things, they sell pretty well from what I gather on eBay. So if you currently have an 8 gigabyte model, you might consider eBaying this guy and try to get some of that price back and invest that onto the 16 gigabyte model. But Apple released these today, and you can go and check it out at store.apple.com, and they'll be a big, at the top they have the iPhone and the iPod Touch up there with big new stickers on there, and you can't miss it. Alright, this is Bwana from Bwana.tv. Enjoy your iPods and iPhones.